There have been 2 WWE Mae Young Classics, and she's been in both. A big part of the evolution of the revolution of women's wrestling. She is experienced, established, no-nonsense, tough, and she will be in South Florida on Saturday, December 1st for Coastal Championship Wrestling. This is a classic, Mercedes. That's Mercedes Martinez. Thank you, Mercedes. How are things going? And what are we looking forward to seeing you in South Florida on Saturday?
I'm doing great. Just staying busy as always, you know. I always believe in that the more busy you are, the better life can be, because it just means that you're always in demand, right?
and you are in much demand. You're in very much demand.
Yeah, at the moment I am, yes.
That's awesome. Mercedes, okay, so where did your name, the wrestling name, originate? And did you think about other names to use?
No, not really. I didn't think of any names. It was originated from my trainer, Jason Knight. I believe when we first were trying to figure out a wrestling name for me, it was more or less coming up with something really quick. I only had 4 weeks of training, so we needed a name really quick because he wanted to give me my first match that quick. The basis for Mercedes Martinez basically came up from the car Mercedes. It was one of those things where to have a Mercedes, you had to have class and money and luxury and all that good stuff. So he thought, what better way to name me Mercedes, because the only way you can see me is to be at a show, and I was one of a kind. And at that time, back in 2000, there wasn't a lot of women wrestlers. So for you to see a quality women's wrestler be there, and my name kind of originated from there. And Martinez, that's just a normal Latin root last name, so we had to go with that as well.
Well, the Mercedes, that's just awesome, because you think of that car. When you think of Mercedes, it's like one of the top line cars. It's a beautiful car. It's a car that so everyone wants the Mercedes. So to be able to tie that in like that, I just think it's an awesome fit. What was the second Mae Young Classic like? You were there for the first one. You were then returned for the second one. What was that whole experience again like?
It was actually different, and I'm not sure for anybody else, but for me, it was a different aura. I mean, the first Mae Young Classic, it was excitement, it was nervousness, it was just so many emotions rolled into one, and you didn't know what kind of reaction you were going to get in the first Mae Young. But coming into the second Mae Young Classic, when I got contacted for it, I was kind of shocked at first. I didn't think I was going to be part of the second Mae Young Classic, considering how far I went into the first one, and I knew that they were looking into getting fresh new faces. So initially, my reaction was shock. It was just like, wow, they really want me back, and I knew that I had to be ready, and I was going into this Mae Young Classic thinking, all right, if they're wanting me for the second one, it means that I got to push myself 10 times harder, because with the names that they were pushing out there, I knew that I had to step up my game a lot more and show them that, this wasn't just a one-time deal, that WWE needed to see me a lot more, and the fans needed to see me a lot more. So going into this one, it was a lot more relaxed, a lot more calm, but a little bit more pressure. I had this big, I don't even know, just this big pressure building on my shoulders, because I think people expected me to maybe go further than I did the first one, but I just wanted to go in there and just always prove myself and prove everybody that I am one of the top female wrestlers out there. So I was a little bit more calm, a lot more ready, and just going in there and kicking ass like I always do.
And that's what you did. And you've been doing this. You have a great reputation. Many years you've been in the wrestling business. When you say pressure, I'm wondering too, you know how to condition yourself, obviously. You know how to get ready. Did you have to do anything extra training? Did you have to do any extra in the gym to prepare for this one?
Well, my trainers always believed in, and they always instilled in me that you always have to be TV ready. So I'm always training, and I'm always giving myself that added pressure just for me. So you never know when you're going to get that phone call when you have to be on TV. It can come in a week, it can come in 2 weeks, it can come in a month. It doesn't matter. You always have to be prepared for the unexpected. But when I did get that email and that phone call saying that I was going to be part of the Mae Young Classic, I put more pressure on me to be a little bit more ready this time around. Not necessarily in physical shape, because I was already, in physical shape. It was more this Mae Young's Classic this year, and the names that they were pushing out, like Hiroyo and Meiko Satomura, and just a lot of the Joshi and internationals, I knew that my body would probably take a little bit more of a beating compared to it did last year, and this was the year that I had to just push myself a little bit further than usual. So I mean, I'm always ready, but when you have that spotlight on you, that pressure kind of builds up a little bit more, and you have to be a little bit more extra. You have to put that little bit more of a push just to make sure that you're ready for whatever comes your way.
And then the matches you had, tell us about those, and the crowd reaction, that was just great. You guys really put on a show.
Yeah. I mean, with wrestling Ashley Lane, that was my first time ever wrestling her. I mean, we've been in locker rooms together back in Shimmer, and we've been in many locker rooms and many shows, but we never physically got into the ring together ever. So the match with Ashley, aka Madison Rayne from Impact, it was one of those things where we didn't know what to think of each other. We didn't know how our styles would clash, but I think the match came out really, really well, and she's such a talent, and I'm very excited for her, and I was really, really proud of her. For her personally, this was like her culmination dream of being into the WWE, no matter if she was an Impact or not. So I was really proud to give her a really, really good match, and unfortunately she lost, but someone's got to be a winner, someone's got to be a loser, and I wasn't trying to lose. But I was really, really happy for her. So, and then we go into Meiko, which is like a dream come true. I think everybody in the Mae Young Classic wanted to wrestle Meiko, and I was very, very fortunate, very blessed to have my second round matchup with her. And man, what a reaction, what a highlight, I think if I was ever going to retire, it should have been that match right there.
No, don't retire. But that match was incredible. That match was unbelievable, and seeing it live was incredible, but also watching it on TV then later, that must have been really cool.
Yeah, it was just like, it was one of those matches where you just kind of don't know what to expect, and, I didn't know I was going to wrestle her. She was going to be my second round opponent, so probably almost about when the fans kind of knew. It was, I knew I was, but I didn't know what kind of a style, if our styles were going to clash, if they were going to be, we were going to have chemistry, and we kind of just went in there and just tore the house down, and I think that was when the turning point of the Mae Young happened, where people actually were able to see strong style happen, and I don't think anybody in women's wrestling has seen that style in a very, very long time besides you going to Japan. So that stiffness and that snugness and just us going out there and giving it more than what people expected, it was just, man, that adrenaline rush alone was just the highlight of my career. And I've been wrestling for a long time, but that right there puts every match that I've had probably to shame to this point. And watching it back on TV, I was just amazed. I was like, man, that hurt. Every time I watched myself getting hit with kicks from Meiko, I was like, yep, that hurt. That gave me bruises for months. Yeah, it was a great match, man. It was just, I was glad people were able to see that, and I was just glad that WWE would bless me with that type of a match, for sure.
And then what reaction did you get from WWE after your participation in the Classic?
Oh, they very positive and humbling reaction from them. I know I spoke to William Regal right after the match, and he basically said that there's just certain matches that you just don't believe until you see it, and me and Meiko's match was one of those matches that was just a classic. The storytelling, the physicality, and how we kept the crowd on their feet and just watching women's wrestling, from the chain wrestling to the strikes to the suplexes to those near falls. He was just, he really put me on a pedestal, and it felt really good to have someone like William Regal really get behind me and say that, you're one of the, great wrestlers out there in this time. And I know he tweeted about it, and, we spoke even after the match, a couple weeks later after I did an NXT taping, and still he was just like, man, if you can do matches like that all the time, that would be great, because, you don't see matches like that. So for him to put me over and to put me on that type of a pedestal really humbled me and just made me think, okay, yeah, this is I am where I am, and I'm supposed to be here at this moment. Things just happen for a reason, and I'm humbled by it and very blessed by it.
And then when you get that reaction from the fans, from your others in the locker room, your opponents, all that you're working for and working with, What does it say to you about the next step? Do you think WWE, NXT could be a next step? Do you even think training, if that's a route you want to go, training others for WWE or other places? I know you do some of that now. Is that the next step?
I believe any step is the next step. Going from here and with the positive reactions and the comments from fans, colleagues, and the office itself, I think it's the next logical step is maybe being back, in NXT, maybe on a full-time, instead of just appearances. Who knows? I leave that up to interpretation to everybody. I'm just doing whenever WWE is ready to have me, I'm always going to be ready. I definitely do want to be training and helping and coaching the next generation of female wrestlers. I do that now to help out whenever I can, whether it's producing matches, agenting matches for companies like Rise, Shine, or helping out with Shimmer and other promotions, female promotions, or just regular promotions. I'm there to always help. So if I can't be in the limelight, then I want to be able to help propel the next generation of women wrestlers get to that limelight and help them get there and hone their craft and give them the advice and the criticism too, and whatever I can do to let them reach that platform. So I'm always ready to be on TV, but if that's not my next step, then I'm hoping my next step will be to coach or train.
And who better to coach and learn from than Mercedes Martinez? Just unbelievable.